Hello everybody, Stuart Wheeler, Freedom Wheelchair Skills here again. And this is Wheelchair Pushing Diaries in Paignton. So yeah, I was in Paignton to see one of my old buddies from back in the day who moved down there, Ryan. I've known Ryan for 40 something years, or about 41 years. And he's moved down there, so I thought I'd go down and see him. So this is a second episode of me going around, and this time he's with me. So we had a meal, Indian meal in Nepalese gurkha, lovely cuisine just inside Paignton, just outside the touristy part of it, and he showed me around this bit after we walked back to the beachfront. So it was really good catching up with him. I had to use my wheelchair skills to get over the cobbles, potholes, getting over undulating terrain and paving slabs that are uplifted, and even there's just a little bit coming up here. The water drain is just there, comes straight down from the gutter, and there's little strips in the path so the water flows off. So yeah, making our way down towards the seafront after the lovely meal. So just cross the road here, get up the curb there, and that's a new theatre that's just been built. It's giving me all the information about the area, which is really interesting. Just going up here, down the curb here, and we turn left. This is a little bit uphill here, so I just adjusted my gloves, get my head down, got a little bit of adrenaline going. It's slightly uphill. It's really interesting seeing a part of the seaside town that you don't normally see as a tourist or as a visitor of a seaside town. I don't know whether it includes me as a tourist as I live in the same country, but yeah, it was just good to see the different side of it. So he's now explaining, if we go down this road, there's a tower down here, and the wall on my left here is a fortification. Not quite sure what it was, but after some research, it's something to do with the Knights Templar. I haven't got any other information on that, but yeah, something to do with the Knights Templar. And there's a blue plaque on the wall here. It's quite high up and quite hard to read, and I didn't know the name on it. But just down the side here, I spotted a little door, so I thought, yeah, it's they obviously don't cater for people with disabilities or very large people. That's quite a small door, not your average size door. So yeah, just heading down here a little bit now. There's a curve, the path starts again, so I have to get back on the path, a bit of safety. Duck under some more scaffolding. And then just going up to the end of these railings, and they're going to cross road, cast us up over the blister pads for blind people. Cast us up again there, you can see my knees rising up a little bit. This is a pedestrianised area, so we're just walking down the main high street now. Just past the chain shops. I'm not going to name any of them, but yeah, everywhere's got the same shops. So yeah, just coming up to the end of the high street here. Going to cross the road again, get my knees up, cast us up, sorry. And headed down towards the train station. So this is the train line that I came into Paignton on. Just going to spin it around and have a look. There's the train station, well, quite old, I assume it's Victorian. And that's the train line heading out back towards London and stuff. So yeah, across the road, go and have a look. And because apart from being a usable commuter station or tourist visitors station, I suppose you could call it a train station, it's also got a steam train attached to it with a train line for the tourists. And we had a look at these steam trains, and this one was, you could feel the heat coming off it. I guess it was just on cool down, so it's done its bit work for the day. You know, an iron horse finished for the day, just sat there cooling down. And there's a coal yard just next to it. And my old mucker said, oh yeah, you go on trip on a steam train and on the ferry and around the bays and that. And he said this map here explains all. I thought, oh, map. I like a good old map, so let's go and have a look at it. And we're waiting for this gentleman to have his view of it, and Brian was explaining more about it. And there are all these lines on it, the routes you could take on the steam train and then on ferries and stuff. And you push the buttons and they light up to show you the direction. Unfortunately, after the poles were blown, so Brian explained a bit more, and I asked him to get me a flyer or a leaflet. So on another return visit, maybe if I go down with the family, we could go on a trip. So, yeah, really interesting to find out about that. And then we head off and just head down towards the seafront, and that'll be in the next episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Any comments? Leave below. Thanks for watching.